What's up, guys? Hunted here, and today I'm going to be talking about No Man's Sky and what it means for the future of video games. Now, if you don't know about No Man's Sky, I suggest you go and look up some other videos about what it is, the whole basis, what it does, but I'll give you a general synopsis of it right now. So No Man's Sky is a game that uses procedurally generated environments to create a universe bigger than any game we have ever seen ever. They have managed to create a universe that is inexplorable by a single person, even if they devoted their whole life to it. They've created billions of planets, solar systems, galaxies, and just a vast amount of space, and they're all unique planets. It's very amazing what they've actually accomplished. So they've done this by using what I said it was a procedural generator. They've made an engine, a video game engine, that can generate new environments at an alarming rate and can make those environments permanent using like dedicated servers and shit like that. I'm not like an expert coder, so I don't know the science behind it past the certain amount. But what this means is they have basically the ability to make a game that is infinite, but they stopped at just the number that's humongous just because they could. Like, the number of planets in the game is so fucking big that there's no reason to keep on making planets because no one's gonna have the need to see more of planets. There's no fucking reason. So I'm not really talking about No Man's Sky today, but I'm talking about how No Man's Sky can be applied to different video games based on its engine and what it means for the future of video games as a whole. So, for the most part, most of the planets, I think all the planets you see in No Man's Sky have not been created by developers. What that means is basically the computers have created all the environments you see in No Man's Sky. So developers aren't, crafting and cutting and pasting and putting different aspects in the game. I think there's a main hub, there's a specific main hub that the developers created, but except for that, the whole game is procedurally generated, which is amazing. So what this means for games in the future is that games like Grand Theft Auto 5 and games like, detailed games, they can use this kind of engine to generate a basic layout or a map. And these maps can be humongous. They can be large, they can be intricate, they can be wildly huge. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Rockstar would take this or would just buy or ask to use this kind of engine to create a legitimate world in which everyone can play Grand Theft Auto. Like, they just create an intricate world based on this algorithm that they've made. And that would mean, let's say you're playing the game and you fucking hijack a helicopter in New York City, which is kind of a sketchy type subject because of 9/11. But you hijack a helicopter in New York City, and you're like, I'm bored of playing in New York. I played it for hours now. It's getting a little boring. So you hop on the plane and then you fly to Los Angeles because you can, but it takes you 2 hours, and you fly over a lot of places. Now, I know my logic might not seem like the best logic in terms of how gaming and the future of gaming sounds, because the world in Grand Theft Auto isn't a generated world. You can't create a depiction of New York City by putting text in a generator and saying go shit this out. But I'm saying for if they wanted to, they can make fictional cities, fictional things. There's so many things that Rockstar and every other gaming company can do with this engine in terms of open world gameplay. And it would mean that gamers have a lot more time playing games and a lot more bang for their buck, instead of, having to play these games and waiting for expansion passes when they're done. I mean, let's put an example. Again, Grand Theft Auto. I'm just using Grand Theft Auto for everything because it's such a good game, but it has its problems, and it's such a good benchmark to talk about. So, a lot of people played Grand Theft Auto. A lot of people like Grand Theft Auto. I was one of those people. I thought it was an amazing game, a masterpiece, cinematically, story, gameplay, blood, guts, and everything like that. But 3 years later, I believe, or 4 years later, the game starting to wear thin. I don't play it that much anymore. Even though they release updates with new cars and new things like that, it's hard to play in the same exact zones all the time. It gets kind of monotonous in a way. And something like this, as you can see here with No Man's Sky, with such different environments and in such different places, it wouldn't get boring to keep on traveling, keep on venturing out into space, as it would be with Rockstar's Grand Theft Auto, where I'm pretty sure all of the Vineyard Hills, the desert, and the city. And you all know where to steal the airplanes from. You all know where all the characters are. You all driven the highway 1,000 times when you're sleepy at night and don't know what to do. And it's gotten boring. And people have been begging Rockstar for an actual story DLC or different actual DLC that you could pay for and would change the game entirely. But something like this would change it completely. It would make a world so big that it wouldn't get visually boring. I'm not saying a shitty game can just throw this shit in and it would be great. I'm not saying like you can take a fucking game like Duke Nukem. Actually, I kind of like Duke Nukem for its like, it was so bad that it was good, like Sharknado. No, but like a game like Duke Nukem, you can't just throw that shit in there and then it be a good game. It just be a really, really, really big shitty game, and there'd be nothing to do. But if a developer were to use this right in the future, they can. The applications are amazing, and that's basically all I really have to say in this video. This was 100% a commentary. It was a thought process on on what I believe this game to be and how I think it's going to be like in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Changes to my channel are coming soon. I keep saying that, but it actually is true. I'm not just going to be doing gaming videos anymore. I'm going to be doing a lot more than gaming videos. I'm going to be talking about lifestyle things. I'm also going to be talking about some weird topics, because a lot of gamers, look at these channels, but they have no one to talk to when it comes to like actual life things. PewDiePie isn't the best fucking life advisor in the world. So stay tuned for that, and have a good day, guys. The Hunted Reaper signing out.